Anonymous is on the phone. Anonymous is 25, and she thinks her sister has an STD. Hi, Anonymous.
Hey, Lindsay.
How are you?
I'm doing very well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Now, how is your sister, younger or older?
She's older.
How old?
She's 28.
No. What STD? What does she have? A little herpes mess around her mouth?
No, I don't know what. I'm supposed to go with her tomorrow to the GYN. She had talked to me a little bit about it, and she thinks it's just like a yeast infection or whatever, but I kind of suspect it's a little thing.
Well, why would you suspect more?
Because, let's see, earlier this summer, she found out that she had HPV, which I understand is apparently very common. Everybody gets it at some point in their life or whatever, but...
No, it's not. It's not so cavalier. But your sister will. Your sister hopefully knows more about it than you. Okay, so she already has one STD.
Yeah. I mean, based on what I read, it's not like necessarily leads to other things, but it can cause other
things like cervical. Yeah, like cervical cancer. It's HPV. It should not be thought of as so casually. Hopefully your sister is a little bit more educated about it than you. But then again, you're not the one with it.
I'm a little more careful, so...
Yeah. All right, so you're going to the doctor's with your sister tomorrow, and you expect that she might have a second STD.
Yeah.
What, is she slutty?
No. She's been with this guy who sort of, I think, is kind of sketchy.
Okay.
And I think that's the reason that she had the first one.
Well, listen... I don't know.
Sorry.
Do you have an actual question for me today?
Well, my question is just, if I go with her to the doctor, I'm going with her, and if it turns out that this is what it is, how do I sort of go about educating her to be a little more careful?
If what is what it is, she already has HPV. You already know that. So if she has a second disease, you mean?
I think so, yeah. Even if it's just the one, the scare of it alone should be enough to sort of get her to be more careful, but apparently it wasn't. Yeah, well,
only she can be in control of, her being careful and whether or not she wants to use birth or contraceptive, what do you call it, rubbers with her boyfriend. Listen, this is really not your business. You're only going to hold hands with her and go there with her. If she has an STD, I hope she had fun the night she caught it, a second one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And also, I would hope that you would encourage her to grab as many pamphlets as possible. Then again, you're the little sister, so she should really be already knowing what she needs to do if by chance she's diagnosed with a second one. I wish you well, and thanks for calling. Dear Wendy, I'm 31 years old and married. I have 2 children. My husband and I have been together on and off for 10 years and married for a year and a half. My husband will not stop talking about having sex. Every time we speak, it either a discussion about last night's session or about tonight's session or both. Now, Wendy, I love sex and sex life is magical, as he says, but this seems to be a bit much. Am I complaining for no reason? Well, theoretically, you're complaining for no reason, it seems to me. You've only been married for a year and a few months, all right? And you're 31 years old. You guys are still supposed to be in the newlywed phase where everything is still kind of idealistic, and that wouldn't be unusual for them to talk about sex so much. But the idea that you all already have 2 children and you've been together on and off for 10 years is highly unusual, very flattering, but I can understand where it is sometimes it probably gets a bit overwhelming, for a woman with 2 children who's been with the man for 10 years. And be flattered that he's still attracted to you that way. But you know what? He needs to learn how to experience new growth. And new growth involves the rest of the conversation. Like, does he only mention the sex or how fat your behind is, and then he talks about the kids in the parent-teacher conference? Or then he tells you, I just, came from, paying our property taxes or whatever, I need to know more. It sounds crazy, but then again, if he's incorporating it with other grown man conversation, be flattered. Most of all, be ready. Because he's coming home in a few hours to put it on ya. You know what I do, though? I get the clock from the dollar store, find a receipt from a $60 clock, turn it into the splaboos in the back. They don't know the difference. I get the money right back. I got